Dear fellow American, I don't know about you, but I barely recognize our country anymore. Just a few years ago, you would have been laughed out of the room for suggesting that men and women are biologically identical. But today, refusal to accept this absurd notion will bring the lynch mob to your door. You will be canceled and branded a bigot. The same is true if you dare to question structural racism, climate change, sexual inequality, or any other political dogma. Ask me how I know. If you're like me, you have watched this shift in America and asked yourself, what the hell is going on? How did we get to the point where politicians are cheering on the destruction of cities in the name of social justice? Where mobs of white, middle-class, college-educated suburbanites are demanding the abolishment of the police? Where researchers are abandoning the scientific method in favor of alarmist ideology and groupthink? Where tens of millions of Americans believe free speech, bodily autonomy, and capitalism are dangerous ideas? Most troubling of all, how did we fall so far that the president can paint more than 74 million Americans as an existential threat to democracy and then be praised by the media for his rhetoric? That's the question I'll answer today. And while it brings me no joy to say this, when you hear what today's investigation has uncovered, you'll realize the worst is yet to come. You see, our country is not being turned upside down by accident. The politicization of everything is part of a plot to reset not just your personal wealth, but the entire U.S. economic system. It's a plan that's been meticulously engineered by two of the world's most powerful men over the last 20 years. Two unelected billionaires who exist outside the checks and balances of Washington, D.C., yet wield far more power than any politician or political party. They are the proverbial power behind the throne, and they have been pulling the puppet strings through both Republican and Democratic tenures. And what they have planned next will terrify you. It could result in tens of millions of Americans being wiped out financially. I believe it will be more devastating than the dot-com blow-up of 2000